Hey, everybody. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. That's right. It's time for Sarcastic Distractions, the interesting podcast for interesting people, featuring, as always, the Gentleman's Society of Podcasting. Myself, Harvey, my heterosexual life mate, David,
Hello.
and the ever loving, blue eyed AJ.
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy.
Howdy indeed.
I've been
Howdy.
I've been watching way too much Beverly Hillbillies on Tubi.
I would say so.
Really?
Way too much. Oh yeah. How much too much.
It's too much, really. I mean, Beverly Hillbillies is great.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's
no,
wonderful.
It's great.
Yeah,
show.
I have to admit, don't get me wrong. There's nothing ever wrong with it from my perspective, but I never got into it. I never wanted to watch it or anything of this nature.
It was one of those ones that I watched all together on TBS all the time with like
Gotcha.
Bewitched and Addams Family and the Munsters and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me
That
too.
makes
I remember watching it in the same realm as watching the Munsters and all the other kind of fun shows. And
Yeah. No, for me, I just, I was aware of it. I had seen the odd, but yeah, I've never
Same.
wanted or needed to watch.
And you couldn't figure it out. We're having ourselves another lovely, distracting discussion today.
And if you couldn't figure it
Talk
out,
about everything.
there may be
Beverly Hillbillies. That's what we're talking about right now.
there may be some technical difficulties and some going on because we are
There may
doing
be.
a virtual recording today.
Yeah, although you can see
Yeah.
our wonderful faces, we are doing this virtually because of COVID. It's still here and it's doing its thing. So here we are.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'll say it.
It hit the new member.
It
That's
got
right.
me.
That's right.
It got
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Welcome to the club. If it makes you feel any better, we had a company event today for the first time in the over 2 years. And unfortunately, there were 3 people who couldn't make it because in the last week they got hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
So,
New
but
reality,
on the
right?
plus side, 30 people were actually able to get together and have a good little chit chat
Right.
with some, responsibly consumed beverages and other things of that nature.
This been the first time you guys have done that since
Yeah.
Restrictions? Wow.
Yeah, it's one of those funny things in this new world. I was about to say new world order, but it's not really an order. Where
No, that's for life. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah. It's for the first time in about the 2.5 years, we were actually able to see our coworkers in person. Like we had seen
Yeah.
each other on chats and had those conversations and things of that nature. But yeah, it was the first time in quite a while.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was nice. I have to admit, it was one of those fun things. And there was a couple of new people, you've been talking with for, over a year now. You work with quite well, and you finally got to meet them in person and find out that, either A, not that you can see this on camera, they're extremely short.
Yeah.
Like, oh crap, you're really short.
Yeah.
Or hey, because you always see just the headshots in the videos, you're looking to go, wow, you, oh my God, are really fit. Holy shit, those are muscles.
Squeezing the muscles like, wow.
Yeah, it's almost one of those, Jesus, Joe, I really want to get in there and just touch. I know I shouldn't because this is a company event and that would be way over the line because, we know each other, but we don't know each other.
Yeah, well, give me a workout. Just curious,
Yeah, I just, what are those exercises? Because holy shit, dude, I never saw those
Amazing.
biceps.
Amazing.
Fuck.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful. That's great, man.
Yeah.
What a great way to cap off the week.
Oh, and it's been, at least for me, just one of those lovely weeks of stress, just work stress, but hey, stress.
Yeah. Yeah.
But on the plus side, I'm pretty sure I'm all over it. It's one of those, hey, by at least the end of the Friday, it's kind of a, yeah, you've done everything. Now this is outside of our control. I'm great to hear that. Thank you for it. I'm going to enjoy this weekend. I'm going to sleep, do a whole fuck ton of nothing except for, some gardening.
Cool kid stuff.
Yeah. I'm just going to do nothing technology.
I love it. I love it. Back to nature. Just bury yourself in some weeds,
Become
Oh,
a
yeah. Well, and technically, sorry.
I was gonna say become a Luddite for a weekend.
You know what? I think I'm on board for that. Really, yeah, just for the weekend, get the seeds planted in the pot or start prepping for the garden in the next 6 to 8 weeks. And oh yeah, all the good times.
You make me think of something. We should definitely do a gardening episode. I think that's something that we should do sometime. Anyways,
Yeah, we should do it and maybe try to, and we'll have to capture some pics and stuff, at least in my
of course.
amazing garden, of course.
yeah, man, you put some cool stuff. I've seen your cool cukes. I've seen them. They're cool.
That would be very short podcast on my part because I kill every plant I touch.
Well, we're more than welcome to talk about my garden, but then in that description, you're not welcome over.
No, you don't want me helping with gardening or no. No, my wife has a magical green thumb. She can literally just throw a seed in a pot and it'll grow without any sort of care or anything. But if I were to do it,
I don't have that magic power, I must admit. For me, I tried just to tender and gentle and all the good stuff.
You need to get her a money tree seed. That's what I need to get her.
Right?
Yeah. Well, if you get her one of those, then definitely, I'm in for the sharing, and I'll.
Oh yeah, boy.
For sure. Gardening and some drinks. I think that's a good weekend. There's nothing wrong with that.
A chitty chat, one of those weird ones, just about there's a concert coming up in the next couple of weeks, and we're going to actually try to go out and have a husband-wife together thing.
Wow.
Yeah, something happening on May 6th or something. She has more details than I do, I must admit.
Who is it? I want to know.
I don't know the details.
Crash your party. Let's go find out.
What is it? Not Roadhouse or Wrong House? The one on Dundas and Wellington. Richmond
and Wellington? That would be Ale House?
No, Richmond and Dundas. Not Ale House.
No, Scott's? Krabby?
No.
Morris Hill?
It's a concert place. It's a place for concert. We've been there, you and I. We watched AJ.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I know, yeah. The London Music Hall. Yes.
Yeah, that place.
Oh, there you go.
There's something.
Yeah.
Got
you. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, there's something on the 8th. Everybody's more than welcome, yeah. Well, her and I are just gonna dump kids off at some responsible grandparent and go do the dinner and hopefully get a good nice little show.
Right on.
Yeah, it'll be the first time in a while. The last time the two of us were out was over a year ago now. Shit.
Wow. That's nuts. That's nuts to think about, actually.
Well, again, it's one of those just funny, going through this lovely COVID experiences. It's nuts, but we're all kind of in this same boat.
Yep.
It's like I mentioned this to a friend of mine. I'm like, yeah, we're finally going to get to go out in a month or so. He was like, shit, man, good. My wife and I, we went out like 7 months ago.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at events. Thanks. Nate.
I know. Yeah. So please hold as we all go and randomly search for random events.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's not do that. Please stop the podcast. Just please. Wait, don't go anywhere. Don't go. Stay here. A few more seconds, please. All right, we got Bad Flower. This is how the world continues with Chastity. Okay, that looks fun.
I will admit I don't know the bands. Shan actually knows a bit more than me.
Sounds like fun to me, though. Anyway,
yeah.
That's cool. Just curious, though.
Yeah, it's just to get out, have some fun, get some dinner, enjoy, relax in the fun, eventful, relax-ish way.
Indeed. Yeah. No, last time we were there, we saw, the Man Moxie. They kicked ass.
Yeah, we saw, AJ and his band.
And now
or the band.
They're up for a music award.
Fan favorite.
I voted.
Yeah. Vote every day. Every day.
Can you maybe plug your band, AJ? Let them know, the audience listening, of what they could be voting on. Well, and maybe we can throw a link into our description.
By the time this comes out, voting might be done.
Okay. My bad.
I will admit, I don't know if I've done it every day, but I did at least twice.
I've definitely done it more than once, for sure. Definitely more than once.
You just don't want to agree with my twice, do you?
No.
Dave might have only done it twice, but I've done it more than once.
Might have done definitely not more than once. That's right. For sure.
We'll do it more than twice.
Out of that whole contest listing, when I was going through them, they're all fine categories, but to win the fan favorite has got to be the best. Like that's better than like a bunch of people saying, "Oh, who do we think's going to win this?" It's like, no, your fans are like, "Oh yeah, you're the best band." That's the best. So anyway, yeah. Hope you guys win.
Well, thank you. I hope we do too. So does that mean we have to go to the thing if there's like a ceremony or something like that? Like, would that be the proper proper thing to do if you're nominated. I guess
That is what you do. However, who knows what it's going to look like?
Oh,
That's
yeah. I
true,
would
yeah.
actually talk with the organizers.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they're having a whole thing. So
Yeah.
is it customary now to slap a presenter if you go to an award ceremony and you're nominated?
Well, it depends. Did he say something about your wife?
Okay.
If he says something about your wife, then yes.
Okay,
yes,
then it's customary.
Absolutely. Yes. But if it's then I mean, you're being ridiculous. Let's be honest.
Yeah. You do need a reason and cause, and yes, if he says something about your wife or maybe one of your children, then you're more than welcome to slap him.
Yep, that's right. On stage.
Yeah.
Yep. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that was a bad move on his part because he's got a couple productions that are getting shut down now because of it.
Yeah, he
Shit
just
like
got
that.
banned. Well, actually, I just sent out a tweet. Check me out at this guy Harvey. If you want to check me out on Twitter. I sent out a tweet that got liked because the headline of the day was Will Smith was banned from the Academy Awards for 10 years.
Oh wow!
And I said, well, actually, the headline should have read, Will Smith was banned from the Oscars for 10 years after winning an Oscar for Best Actor.
Yeah,
I think
true.
Should they not have taken it away from him? Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many things they could have done differently, and they didn't. And here they are.
There's so many different things that could have been done overall. Again,
Indeed.
We've chatted about this a little bit. I don't know if on the radio. Yes, I just said radio.
Yeah.
But it's one of those. And what was the other fellow's name again?
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
Rock. He and Rock should just go and grab a beer, have a chit chat, and that's where, like in an ideal world, he would just directly apologize to Rock and say, dude, I'm sorry. I really am. I fucked up. And to which Rock goes, yeah, you did. And cool, man.
For sure. That's what should happen. I think that probably some version of that will happen. I really do. Yeah. I think those guys will get along great. But the problem is the fallout, and the rest of the world is.
Well, doing it on camera, live-ish broadcast, you're gonna get fucked. Yeah,
exactly.
Not the good fucked, the bad fucked.
The bad fucked. The bad fucked. like you said, AJ, losing all those projects now. Like, I mean, I mean, you can't say his livelihood's in question because he's one of the richest men on the planet.
Yeah, so, he'll be fine financially.
For sure. And I'm sure someone will hire him even if he's a part of the Academy or not. So I'm sure he'll find work some way, somehow. Very much like Mel Gibson did, right?
Well, I was actually almost going to call it myself. It'll become the Gibson-ish type thing.
But if you notice, most of the stuff Mel Gibson's done since all of that have been like direct to video.
Yeah.
He's kind of gone to the echelon of the lesser echelon of like the Bruce Willises, right?
That's true. That's true.
So
yeah, it's too bad about Bruce Willis. We talked about that last week.
We haven't talked about that yet. No,
that's a shitty deal for him. He was a good guy. Well, good. I always enjoyed his acting roles. I should really call it out that way, but yeah.
Oh. Yeah, no. We all heard the backstory. We've heard the backstage stories that we're all reserved about for sure. But as an actor, he's like the best.
Yeah,
the best.
Like, oh yeah.
I can't think of a Bruce Willis movie, even shitty Bruce Willis movies that I don't like. Like even the Look Who's Talking movies, he's good in. You know what I mean?
Bruce Willis was in the Look Who's Talking.
The first one wasn't a shitty movie.
Pardon me?
The first one was good.
Okay, Look Who's Talking too, which was not. But yeah, he did the voice of the baby.
Oh shit! I've never made that connection. I must admit.
Yeah.
There you go.
And let's be honest, Fifth Element is probably one of the greatest sci-fi movies.
Well, that
one of my favorites for sure.
Well,
that's an amazing flick.
But aphasia. So I don't quite understand aphasia. I was trying to equate it to something like dementia, but I don't think it's like that at all. I think it's just
from what I've read. I think you're kind of correct there. It mainly affects the speech and your ability to understand cognitive language. So like even spoken word or written word, you don't get it. But then there's other things that came along with it too. I guess he was missing cues and stuff like that. He was becoming unfamiliar with how prop weapons worked and stuff like that.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I think it is a little bit like a dementia sort of thing. But so he's kind of just losing all cognitive ability to function.
Really sucky. That's real.
That is sucky.
Hey, I know it was a while back, but we all know the story of Kevin Smith, how much he loved working with him on Cop Out. I wonder if it was affecting him. That probably not, though, eh?
No, I think this is more of a recent within the past 5.
He was
years or
just suffering from alcoholicness back then.
Yeah, he he had definitely come down with some assholism.
For sure.
well,
Well, either way, I wish him the best recovery. That's the most important thing, right? Like, just hopefully.
I think
There is no
saying
recovery.
That
yeah,
guy
there's
did not,
yeah.
Well, peaceful
Just
life.
wish him the best
Yeah,
to
that's it.
deal with family, friend, that sort of shit.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's gonna.
But-
yeah, it sucks.
it does
sucks a
suck.
lot.
it does.
He's one of those guys that, and it's a funny thing to say, I know, but like I grew up with him,
No, it's
right?
not.
Oh yeah,
There's nothing funny about that. That's definitely.
Well, it's funny in the sense of, what I just mean by it's just, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I hear you. It's interesting because he's been in your life in some capacity for
My entire life.
Your entire life, and then it's like,
Yeah.
Basically from Die Hard on.
Yeah, true.
I
True.
I was going through my albums today actually, and I have his record Bruno, where he
Oh,
sings
yeah.
the blues and plays the harmonica. And,
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, I've got that.
It's
So
that was a jamming album.
it was really good. No, he's a very
Yeah.
good musician for sure, which again is going to
Yeah.
be unfortunate because that's probably something he won't be able to do.
Probably.
Right?
But maybe he'll find some manner to still bring that out, even with the other shit happening.
No, you never know. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no speech, maybe. And again, I don't know the full details.
Yeah.
Well, he might be able to still
Either
play
way.
wicked harmonica. You never know. Music's a pretty interesting animal, right? So
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. They say you want to stave off dementia, try to learn a new language or music
oh yeah,
or an instrument.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Because you're using those mechanics and muscles in your brain that you don't normally use. So it's supposed to hopefully
Help in some
help.
way, yeah.
there's
Yeah.
also stories of
Right.
people who are far gone in the Alzheimer's and everything like that, and they play a song from their era, and it just
And they
kinda-
come back
it
for a
almost,
moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they come right back for that 3-5 minutes, however long the song is.
Yeah.
crazy. Eh?
So yeah, it's an interesting thing, that music.
Humans
Sure
are
is.
interesting animals.
It is true.
They are.
It is true.
They really are. Bunch of freaks out there.
A lot of sad
Well,
news
to
this,
Bruce Willis,
this couple
we wish him all the
weeks.
best.
Yeah, Mr. Bruce Willis and
Yeah.
and Mr. Taylor Hawkins passing away
Oh, yeah.
and on March 25th
Yeah.
there, which, man,
That's a bummer,
I'll
dude.
tell you, that affected me. That's
Yeah, that
and
one hit you.
Still is
Yeah.
kind of hitting me pretty. It's the realization that that iteration of a band that you love isn't ever going to
Gonna come back.
exist ever again. Like, it's not even somebody left the band and then maybe 20 years down the road they do a reunion tour or something like that, right? It's
Right.
Yeah.
and then you go through all the questions like, is that it for the Foo Fighters? Are they done? Like, that would be a huge bummer.
Yeah.
I'm sure Dave won't stop making music and everything like that, but the band itself,
Yeah, as a whole.
Yeah.
Well, Foo Fighters as a whole, that might be done in that sense, but
Sure.
yeah, I can understand
Yeah,
both
no.
sides of that coin.
yeah, I
Me
feel
too,
for
but
Dave
I-
Grohl, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I wouldn't begrudge them if they did want to stop.
No.
Because, the band went through a number of iterations, kind of finding its footing, and then they've been this band,
Mhm.
this lineup for well over 15 years now. Pat kind of on and off. So this is the band, right? It's the same thing as Nails and his band. Like, they've been Nine Inch Nails since like the With Teeth album, and so for them, I'm sure it's got to be like a Zeppelin thing, where when Zeppelin lost John Bonham, they said, "There's
Yeah,
no
the
Zeppelin
only-
anymore. There's no sound."
The only
right?
time
And
they
I wonder
ever
if they feel the same way.
the only
right?
time they ever attempted, the only time that Zeppelin ever did anything was with his son.
Right.
Right. And
Right.
that would be, the closest you could probably get to having John Bonham behind the kid again, is having Jason Bonham fill in, right? So
Exactly.
Yeah, good
And I
call.
mean, Taylor was such a unique drummer as well. Like, you could hear his signatures all through
Yep.
his songs. Even when he goes and does Dave's work on other songs, you can hear like Taylor's signature
Mhm.
within that, which is awesome. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to decide, but I could definitely see them saying, "All right, we're going to hang up the Foo Fighters band. We've done how many albums now?
10.
10 albums. I know different bands. Tool's only done 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Opiate? Undertow?
10,000 days.
10,000 Days. And this new
Yeah.
one.
Fear Inoculum. Yeah.
Really? No, they did Anima.
Oh, Lateralis. Sorry, Lateralis. 5.
And-
Yeah, there was 5.
And it Anima.
Okay, well,
So,
yeah.
so there were
So
6
six.
albums.
6 albums. 6 albums. Either way, it still stands.
Either way, it is one of those just, hey, shitty deals.
Yeah, I just hope they can just grieve in peace and, learn to be
Well, yeah, as the actual, the people that are involved in this, yeah. They're likely going through
my word. Like, anyways, I wish them the best, and I hope.
Yes.
I hope that things go well, and for both Bruce and for Taylor, I'm just grateful for the entertainment they provided me, and and make me the best thing about watching actors do their thing that you relate to, or listening to artists play music that you relate to, is that they're making you feel something that you don't normally feel, and I'm just grateful that they were able to do that for me. And especially
Agreed.
Taylor. Like,
I thank him for the inspiration. Right,
man,
it's definitely inspired me through, playing new things and trying out new ways to play something, or so it's a bummer.
Indeed.
I can't see it, but I received myself some tattoos in honor of Taylor Hawkins. I have I have a couple things that were signed by Dave and Taylor when I was fortunate enough to shake their hands and whatnot. So I got those signatures tattooed on my arm as a memory.
That's awesome, man.
Yes.
Wow. There you go. There's some that's a mighty fine tribute.
Mm-hmm.
That would be yes. That is my tribute.
Awesome, for sure. Yeah. That's awesome, dude.
Cool.
You should show I'm sure Dave would be impressed.
I will show Dave one of these days. It's
difficult
to do right now.
And
yeah, I'm assuming you mean Grohl on this one. Don't get me wrong, I would be impressed, but
it's not your name.
Don't know if I would really be the important one on the impressive list.
Sure you are, Dave. You're always the important one on the list. Come on, man.
You are. You're always the VIP. You pull us out of the Yeah. That's some bummers. That's for sure. And grand scheme of the world right now, it's just 2 other shitty notches.
I'm trying to think of something myself. I'm like, shit, where's on my list? Oh crap, I got nothing exciting.
Let's see. Tons of Elden Ring in my life. That is definitely something that I continue to do, and I won't ever stop doing.
It's literally like the crack of video games.
You realize, I'll be playing this when I'm 80. Oh God, I will be. Oh damn it! One of those games. No. I'm trying to think. It's been a weird week. I visited a whole bunch of family I haven't seen in some time.
Mm-hmm.
I got a chance to see my. Everyone knows I went on my little trip across North America and settled here over the past year, and with thing I just haven't seen them. So got to visit with my dad on one day, then separately my brother, who I haven't seen in some time, and my sister. It was great. Just great to catch up and see where they are at in life. And grateful for family, and it was fun to do that. So that was kind of like my week.
Nice.
Making sure my dog stays alive. Those are my priorities right now. Pretty good.
That's an important priority for sure.
I think so.
It was. That is good.
Yeah. So that was my week. Yeah.
Feed them and water
aside
them.
from that, what do you? Pardon?
Feed them and water them. Play with them.
That's all you need to know for adulting. Feed them and water them.
Yep.
That's all you need to know.
That's how I raise my children. They seem okay.
For sure. Yeah. So
for me, it was just a long week of work. I must admit, it was just it was one of those lovely But thankfully, like any good, horrible, wonderful week of work, yeah, Friday we all just kind of ended with a nip tuck. Yeah, we're kind of done. It's all good. It's golden. So shit, rock and roll now. We still have to do work, but
Yeah, but
a
sometimes
lot
it
of the
goes like
stress
that.
has been dissolved and resolved.
You do.
And with again, well, the COVID fund, for the first time in 2 years, we actually had the majority of our team actually come together in person. Yeah, which was fun. It was good. Just,
Yeah.
Again, I see the same people online through, the chats and all those different things, all the time, but actually coming together in person, it was a good time.
Pretty special, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was just one of those, a couple of new people that I only seen online, hadn't actually met in person, got to meet them in person. Good times.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's really cool.
It was fun.
That's really sweet. Right on.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else. Can't say I did much. A lot of sleeping. A lot of
Yeah, I can understand with the COVID.
a lot of recuperating. It's
Yep.
I don't know. It's hit me pretty weird. Like, I'm not sure. I know. I think a bit more about your experience, Chris. But for me, it's been like a weird roller coaster. It's like up and down. It's like I'll feel okay 1 minute, and then I'll do something, or I'll move a certain way or something like that, and then it's just like right? I find myself getting tired very easily. Like, just
Yeah, I remember that.
not even sleepy
Yeah.
tired, just like exhausted.
Exhausted.
Just like,
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
yeah,
That's what I felt like. Even that, like, I didn't feel any real like headaches or anything like that or any pain, but I felt like I was just exhausted.
Yeah.
It's like you couldn't do anything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know.
I will
I
say,
personally
I
had it.
gotta do something like going back to bed.
Yeah, I had one day of really feeling sick, but then afterwards it was just a week of just tired and blah. Yeah.
yeah,
For sure.
I had 2 days at the beginning there of feeling I was just out. Like,
Yeah.
everybody in the house here got it, and yeah, I don't think I've ever had a headache like I had the first day. Like, it
Yeah.
was just
Yeah.
crazy amounts of pressure.
Yeah.
And fortunately it's that has definitely subsided. So
Yeah.
there's
That
no
is fortunate.
there's no more real pain. Maybe,
Yeah.
aches, like body aches kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But nothing as
Well, I'm
bad as the
glad
first
you're on the
couple
mend,
days
man.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty crappy going through it for sure. I'm glad you're feeling a lot better.
Oh, I feel
Yeah.
for the people who aren't vaccinated for sure. Like, I can only imagine if that's how I was and am feeling currently. And I'm vaccinated all the way up to the third one, right? So I can only imagine
Oh
how
wow.
people.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how people who haven't been vaccinated are feeling. That would just be
Mm-hmm.
one of those I
I
wouldn't
can't imagine.
wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, sort of thing.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah. No. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
other than that, a lot of watching random shit and falling asleep to it. A lot of Beverly Hillbillies, like I said. Going through. I don't know if you guys have ever used Tubi. It's a pretty cool streaming app. It's got a lot of movies that the other more popular ones don't have and stuff like that. And it's like I watched what I watched today, Stargate, like the movie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
The movie or the show?
the movie from '94.
The movie was great. Yeah, I watched that on my
Look at
birthday
everything?
way back.
Yeah, I haven't seen
I
that.
remember that.
God, I haven't seen that in probably since, because I wasn't a huge fan of it when it came out, because it didn't. I guess I just didn't get it. It might have been a little too smart for where I was at movie watching wise in 1994.
Definitely ahead of its time. That's for sure.
But yeah, now I find it actually quite
good.
intriguing. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
movie. I like that one.
For sure.
did
Sure.
that.
Yeah, I think the
watch-
only thing I've tried to watch under that platform, just going through it randomly, was some Kevin Smith movie he did with his daughter where things come alive in the convenience store.
Yoga
can't
hosers.
remember
Yeah,
what is it
Hosers.
called?
Yoga
Yoga
hosers.
hosers.
Yeah. I don't recommend it. Sorry, Kevin, but yeah, I got maybe halfway. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I
then
tried.
you didn't make it to Johnny Depp's character. I would probably say he's the best character in the whole movie.
I tried. I couldn't. I even knew Johnny Depp was in it. And my wife was beside me, and she gave up like a quarter of the way, but I kept pushing, and even I eventually, I'm like, okay, you know what? It pains me to say this, honey. You're right. We got to turn this off.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
amazingly bad.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's not lost on him how bad of a movie it is. You know what I mean? Like he understands his work. He knows what he's done. It's not like people are giving him money for this fucking movie. So
Yeah, well, I certainly hope he. I mean this nicely, but come on, that was just a bad
I
movie.
know.
Oh, he owns
For
it.
me.
He owns it,
For me.
right? He. Yeah, like Chris is saying, he understands it sucks, and he'll say it
For sure.
sucks.
Okay, as long you know what, and as long as he had fun doing it with his family or his daughter, at least I know at least that part was in it. But
That's
yeah,
more or less why it was done was
Yeah.
because he got an opportunity to work with his daughter. It was got a chance to work with Johnny Depp too, and it was
No.
not supposed to be anything. Yeah, great.
it-
I'm more shocked that Johnny fucking Depp did it. Like
Yeah.
that guy,
He
has
did it
always
'cause his
been really good
daughter's
about
in
making
it.
choices.
Yeah.
I know. Well, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of the Willy Wonka movie, I can't think of any bad. Well, I mean, I could take the pirate movies, take or leave them. They're not my thing.
Yeah, they're
But
not my
hey,
thing. I'm more.
But
Don't get me wrong.
you know.
Johnny Depp, his remake, not as good as the original, but I never thought it was horrible.
Yeah.
Personally,
I can't say I was a fan of the Charlie and
Willy
the
Wonka?
Chocolate Factory or Willy Wonka.
yeah, I wasn't
I-
a fan, but it wasn't horrible.
It's not my Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but it's not the
No.
worst movie of life.
Yeah, correct.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I am
not mine
intrigued.
either.
I am intrigued to see this this prequel one that they're putting together.
I
Oh,
am not.
I didn't hear about this. I'm curious.
it's-
I must
it's,
admit.
I'm not excited at all because it's Timothy Chalamet, right?
Yeah, what's wrong with him?
There's nothing wrong with him. It's just not Gene Wilder, so I don't care.
Well, it's never going to
See,
be
I
Gene
haven't heard
Wilder
the same.
again.
It's fine. Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka. Fuck off. Okay, that's the way we're gonna go.
okay.
So,
I'll give you. Yeah, I mean,
uh,
that is Willy Wonka.
hey, ladies like him quite much.
Timothy Chalamet. I don't know who this
Chalamet. It's CHAL. It's something. French.
Shalloway. Shalloway.
No,
No,
That's-
Chalamet. It's M as in Martha, as in Batman and Superman's mom's name.
I don't know.
My
Oh,
God.
Chalamet.
Oh, there you go. That's
Timothy
that one.
Chalamet.
I am Timothy. Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet. Yeah, I'm just googling. 'Cause I don't know who he is. I must admit.
He's becoming very famous. That's for sure.
I don't know him.
he's one of them.
Oh, he was in the
young
Dune,
up and comers.
which I still have not seen. I still have
seen
not
it
watched
either.
Dune.
I really need to see it. So
I
freaking
so do
bad.
I. I have not watched.
So freaking bad.
It's
Yeah.
long.
Yeah, Dune.
But it's Dune. It's
It's-
supposed
it's-
to be long.
It's
If it was
definitely
like less than 4, I'd be like, what the hell? No.
it's less cheesy than the original. It's like the original.
Okay.
The original was okay, but
Well, especially for the time. Yeah.
If you knew how the original one came together,
there's
they're lucky God made it all.
yeah, exactly, yeah, and
Right.
I mean it is
It's true.
very David Lynch, right?
So. Yeah, it is very David Lynch.
So, but yeah, no,
Yeah, I
the
love
new
the
the new
original.
one. I look
I'm
forward to
excited
seeing the
to see
second
it.
part.
I'm expecting this to be very much like Blade 20, whatever the sequel, I can't remember the name is, or Blade Runner, sorry, Blade Runner.
Yeah. I know what you're trying to say about.
Yeah, sorry.
remember the
I
exact
can't remember
wording.
yeah. It was a very divisive movie. I freaking loved every second of it. Every second I thought was I was just in love. I was in love because
No, continue. I'm trying not to cut you
Well,
off.
reason why I loved it is because I thought it did what it was supposed to do. Is it where you take that world and then you advance it into the future, and I thought they did a good job of that, and they kept me guessing through it most of the time, and then the cliffhanger. So
Yeah. So, and this is where I'm challenged because, to be honest, I didn't hate the movie. It was a good
Yeah.
movie, but it wasn't Blade Runner for me.
Okay.
I don't know how else to describe it. And again, it's one of those old person back in my day. It was a good movie, but it wasn't great from my perspective.
Okay. Well,
I have no other reasoning other than I said so.
you're allowed to be wrong once in your life. No biggie. You know.
Again, if you haven't seen the 2049, I think it is,
Yeah,
do see it. Like, it's not a horrible movie. I'm not trying to knock it, but yeah, to me, it wasn't as good as the original. But again,
I
I-
wonder. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, AJ. Sorry,
I was just
stomp in there.
actually going to agree with Dave and say, yeah, it was the
All right, I need more podcast hosts.
the first one was like it was very, the story was there and it was kind of long and drawn out and everything, but it felt like there was a hint more of something that the new one lacked.
Yeah.
The new one just
good
felt a little
description.
drier.
Yeah.
And
Kind of
that's
the
kind of
desert,
what,
so.
got me on that one. So,
All right. There you go.
So really what we're trying
There come you. Well, we will respectfully.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Because yeah, no, I get it. I think I understand. I know the criticism behind it. I saw it from a different perspective and appreciate what they did. I think it would have been better if there was something Blade Runner-esque in the interim within that time frame from been a much better bridge gap.
okay.
If you want, or whatever. But but we didn't have that, so I think that's why a lot of people felt it was really dry and long, and it just didn't hold up to what the original was. So yeah, it's okay. I liked it. I like Villeneuve. I think he's a great visionary and director and all that jazz. So I buy into the hype.
Am I hearing things, or do I hear a cat in the background somewhere?
I apologize. That is my cat.
Okay, I just wanted
The
to make
door is
sure.
shut.
I just want to make sure I wasn't having like some crazy COVID fever thing going on, some COVID hallucination or some shit.
Yeah, no. The door to my office is closed, and we have this wonderful thing where the cat gets really pissed off when a door is closed because it's very much
Oh.
what are you doing? Why am I not invited? What are you
Hey, that's-
doing? We're going to just leave the room.
That's
Good.
just like me. I do that too. I just stand behind the door, like, hey, what are you doing?
What's going on? Where's the door shut? What's going on? Hey, I just want to say hi. What's up? What are you doing?
Yeah. People love me. Can I say? Yeah. So Blade Runner. Yeah. Good.
Yeah,
Good times. Good times. A show that I think we should all watch and we should come back with a review for. It's on Apple TV. So yep, deal with that. It's called Severed or Severance. Severance.
I don't even know at all what that
I'll
is.
tell you the premise, and you're all going to want to watch it. I have to tell you the premise.
Oh, that's with what's his face, right? From Parks and Rec.
What? From what?
Parks and Rec.
You cut on me there.
Parks and Recreation.
Yes, Adam Scott. Yes. So the whole idea of the show is you are separated mentally from your work life and your home life. So when you go to work, you don't remember anything from your home life, and when you go home, you don't remember anything from your work life. And then
So it's based on reality.
Yeah, exactly like reality. I guess it asks a whole bunch of really cool questions and a lot of introduces a lot of really neat ideas. It's a thinker, but it's also runs into a bunch of different genres, whether it be comedy, dark comedy, drama, a little bit of horror, and all that sort of stuff. And I thought it'd be really fun for us to go and.
All right, well, book it, and I will attempt to actually watch more than just 2 episodes.
There you go. I haven't even watched it myself. I'm going off recommendations and other people that I trust.
Oh,
so.
you haven't even seen it?
No.
Oh, then we can't book it. We can, you know what? It's one of those. Okay, you know what? No, we can attempt to watch, and if we a month from now, after we attempt an episode or two, we're all like, yeah, you know what? We're not biting. Then on our next generic, we can talk about. Yeah, you know what we talked about last month?
Yeah.
No, we tried it. This sucks.
This sucked so bad.
Of course.
Okay.
It is us, so 2 of us will say this shit sucks, and one will be like, no, it was amazing.
Yeah,
exactly. For sure. The rule of 3.
Yeah, but it doesn't have that one guy in it. What is he? Yeah.
he's been in a bunch. He was in what was he in?
He was in a really bad movie, a horror-ish movie where there's some kid with power. That's what I recognize him from.
Kid with power.
Oh, hang on. I'm
remembering him from Step Brothers.
Yeah, I was gonna say Step Brothers, right? He played like the dickhead younger brother.
The dickhead younger brother.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff like that too, though, with those same actors. And then Parks and Recreation.
Catalina Wine Mixer. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry, I was remembering.
Oh yeah, fucking Catalina Wine Mixer.
Fucking Catalina Wine Mixer. Anyways,
he was in some other Netflixy type movie. I can't remember what it was called, and I can't find it. Run a quick search.
What was he in when he was a kid? Oh, he was in Boy Meets World. He played like the bully in Boy Meets World.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Flight of the Navigate out. Sorry, say that again, AJ.
Oh, so he played like the bully in Boy Meets World.
Oh, that's right.
He played one of the 2. There were 2 different bullies throughout the seasons, and then one of them went to like juvie or something like that, and he was the new one who came in. And then there was there was one episode where they both met up, and it was like they thought there was going to be a big rumble and stuff like that. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, I have to admit, I don't know what I recognize him for. Yeah, nothing is.
Anyways, I think it'd be a
jumping
fun experiment for us to all to
Yeah.
watch at some point.
Oh,
well,
jeez.
okay.
He was from The Good Place. That's what I'm thinking of him from too.
Was he in the
Is
Good
it
Place?
The Good Place?
He wasn't.
Oh,
in-
yes, he
Was he?
was.
Who did he play? in
Yes,
that?
he was. He was a demon.
Yeah, he was the demon
Right,
guy.
He was the asshole
That's
demon
where I'm
dude.
thinking him from.
Right.
Yeah.
He was fucking great at it too.
Totally
Yes.
forgot about that.
He was
Yeah.
dick dialed into 9, man.
Mhm.
Holy.
Yeah, that's what
Great.
keeps popping in my head. So yeah, I crossed the streams a bit.
I love that show so much. The Good Place is maybe one of the best sitcoms
It was really
ever.
good. Yeah.
And the best part is they knew that they were going to write 3 seasons and that was it. They weren't going to go further. They weren't going to try to whatever. Like that.
Yeah.
Oh, love it.
My
Love it, love
question
it.
is
that
though,
was a good one.
is it rewatchable? Because
Yeah,
there's so much mystery throughout.
You're not fucking straight as there is.
Right.
It's rewatchable. I've rewatched the first season 2 or 3 times. It's yeah.
Okay.
definitely.
I might
I
have
have
to
to
try
admit, I
to
have
watch it
not,
again.
but I really enjoyed it. The original.
Mm.
The
I
time
get kind of-
watching it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I really liked it a lot. So
Nice.
it's great. Such a fun show. Ted Danson, the best.
Oh,
yeah, it was a great show. If you haven't seen, definitely watch.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that show,
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah.
get off the YouTube. Go watch yourself some good stuff. Yeah, after our podcast, though, wait, keep listening to us.
Wait till we're done.
and then you go,
And then go watch it.
for sure. Then go watch it.
Watch it after.
Go watch it after. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, and then you can donate us you can donate us a few bucks because we gave you the recommendation. You loved it so much, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
That's how that works, right?
Yeah, I think so. I
We
think so.
recommend stuff. People
Yeah,
donate money.
exactly. And you know it's good because 2 out of 3 of us think it's good. So you know.
So it has to be great.
No, wait,
Okay,
didn't
great.
all 3 of us just agree that it
I
was
know.
good?
That one I think we all agreed on. So that's
We did,
actually
yeah.
more worrisome than anything.
Indeed.
That show fucking sucks.
Wait, Jay. Thanks, Adrian, for the status quo. We appreciate it. Yeah, there we go. Hilarious.
Nice.
Well, what else do we want to touch upon today, gentlemen?
I don't have much else, I must admit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
I feel like I'm scraping the bottom.
It's a low key Friday, you know. For us, we pushed out, even though this will drop on a Wednesday. We had to push out a recording a bit, and it's just chill day. Days in, let's just relax the hell out mode because it's been a rough week. They're just coming off a freaking shit of a week, and I'm in chill Friday mode, So it's just that's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes, and there's nothing wrong with that. We
No.
still like talking. We still talk our stuff, and our tons of fans will want to hear us recommending The Good Place to them.
In Severance. Well, not that we've seen Severance. We recommend it, not that we've seen it.
Exactly. It's a blind recommendation. Sarcastic Distractions. The Gentleman's Society podcast. You watch a show they've never seen, knowing you're gonna love it. We should do. We should. You know what? We should have a segment called like "Judge a Book by Its Cover," and we just have random shit we've never seen and been a part of.
Actually,
Like,
that would be,
judging it.
you know what? That would actually be a fun game. Go through IMDb. It has to be a flick, as little as you possibly can,
Mhm,
and you pick it just based on what you see on that, the cover,
On the-
basically,
on
of
the flash
IMDb.
page. Yeah.
The picture. Don't go
Yeah.
through the pics, just that first one you see. And
So-
based on that alone, you try to watch it and just, hey, how did it end up?
So essentially,
I love
it's
it.
like
I love
going to the video store and picking
Yes.
a movie based
Yeah.
off of the cover and potentially
Oh.
a little description on the back.
Yeah. I kind of
Okay.
miss those days. It was so much different back then. Shit.
We could become the Blockbuster of the internet. Do that.
You
No
mean
free popcorn.
Netflix?
But that wasn't Blockbuster. That wasn't
Oh,
Blockbuster.
maybe Netflix.
That was Jumbo. My bad.
Oh, yeah, Jumbo. Yeah, Jumbo did a free popcorn. Although I keep meaning to go in there because
They still do
video
it.
stores. Pardon?
They still do free popcorn there.
I know they do. I know.
I will admit, if it was closer to where I lived, I would probably go give it a go. But it's on the other effing
Yeah.
side of town, so
It's really far.
Yeah.
Also, too, for me, it's like whenever I'm in that area, there's always something else going on, and there's like no time for me to just.
Well, that's what I
hang out
mean.
and
It's
video
the only
game.
reason I'm up there is because of something else. I'm not just
Yeah.
meandering or anything of this nature.
Yeah, but I love that we have that. We got an old.
I love that we have it to contribute at all. I'll talk.
Yeah, it's so true, right? Reality is, you guys don't even have Blu-rays or DVDs. Do you even have a
I do
Blu-ray or
actually have
DVD
still
player?
the Blu-ray DVD.
Oh,
We don't use it. I haven't used. I use it generally once at Christmas, and that's just to watch some of the flicks. But that's about all.
There you go.
I have never once put a Blu-ray in my PlayStation 4.
Oh, okay.
Never. Never have I
Amazing.
watched it. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not terribly surprised because they came out. I think I bought 2 or 3, and then after that, I was like, it looks good, but so did DVDs. Why do I need to do anything different? And then, of course, it came to the whole rental and those things and Netflix, and I was like, yep, nope, well, that's gone.
For sure.
Yep.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hilarious. Both formats are obsolete and yet still sell like crazy.
Well, they sell, but you always see them. What I always enjoy, or not enjoy, but I smirk at, because again, I don't buy it all, is one of those, you either see them in the, $5 bins that are 500 of like 3 different types of movies, even though it looks full, or you see them for $60 on a shelf somewhere. Like you don't see much in between anymore.
No, it's true. It's so true. Yeah, that's a good point. It's
I felt
the in between times of that format.
And I could be wrong because I don't look at them much, but anytime I went to look at a Blu-ray, I felt that the DVD version of it had more special features than the Blu-ray does. Like I was like, let's take Fifth Element, for instance, right? I really love Fifth Element, and then I'd always look like, hey, does this have the same, commentaries or special features or deleted scenes? And usually it's a no.
Yeah.
Usually they keep those things off of the Blu-rays for some reason. And
I actually do believe I have that on Blu-ray.
Oh yeah?
I think you might be right. I don't think I have it on DVD, but I think you're right. I think it's scarce on the commentary and such. I was kind of shocked by that too. Okay. All right. I don't know why, considering the whole purpose of a Blu-ray is the space. That's the reason why it was created over DVDs. Is the sheer capacity and
But are they filling up that
durability.
capacity with a higher definition video?
They are, but it's not filling up the whole. I doubt it's filling up the whole thing. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know, but again, I don't know if that would mean. I mean, yeah. Sorry, I'm not a scientist.
You're not a Blu-ray scientist?
No, I'm not a Blu-ray scientist. But
I feel deceived.
It logically, you think they could fit all of that on one Blu-ray if they have it on multiple DVDs. Like that's the purpose of the format, right? So if they can't do that and the fidelity is higher and all that stuff, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to go back to streaming. I guess is probably the answer here. Because
no, back to VHS.
VHS. No, come on, Betamax. Let's go full tilt.
Betamax actually held better quality. I'm surprised.
I have heard this. I
fly.
will admit, I had a babysitter going back a couple of years. Okay, let's be honest, a few decades. And she actually had a Betamax. I can still remember this. And she was full tilt Betamax. She wouldn't. I am not doing VHS. I wonder what she's saying nowadays.
I know quite
Watching
a few people.
Betamax movies on YouTube. Go on.
I know quite a few people who used it to record audio actually, because of the
quality,
the thickness of the tape. You could stack more tracks on it, so you could get 12 tracks on it as opposed to 8. Right. So yeah, I know some people who did that back in the day. I'm sure getting any sort of Betamax film stock or anything like that right now would not be the easiest thing to do.
I don't know.
I am shrugging and I don't have any concept or idea.
Maybe they have some extras from back in the day. So they got some. Go to Jumbo. I'm sure Jumbo might have one. Yeah, they got one of that two in the back in the archive. For sure. Well, unfortunately, it was all due to the porno industry as to why we got VHS over Betamax and subsequently every single format over that. Mm-hmm.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, because that is such a wide industry. So don't believe people when they tell you they don't watch it, because they clearly do. That the sheer business moving over one way or the other to either whatever format is what usually sways the format.
See, now I was always led
Owners.
to believe, and it kind of makes sense, that consumers don't want something that small. When they see something that small, they tend to think it's more fragile or it's not as high quality as something that's larger. So that's why VHS won out, because
I don't know.
the casing itself
That
was
doesn't
a bigger,
explain AirPods.
well, yeah, I guess it.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I don't know.
I hear you saying
it was
that.
an
we want
80s
it
thing?
super small.
That's true. We want like
If
the
it's an
smallest
Apple product,
possible.
we want the smallest
Just-
thing possible. If it's any other product, I want the biggest thing possible.
Yeah, that's true. It's right.
Yeah.
In fact, I want to be able to wear it around my neck with a strap. How big I want my cell phone to be. Because I don't. I'm
Oh
not
man,
an Apple guy.
I
But if it's an
remember
Apple,
I used
I
to
want to fit
sell
that thing in my freaking.
Sorry, I used to sell cell phones, and I remember when Motorola came out with this tiny little, it was like, oh, I'm trying to think of what it would be like now. It looked like a child's toy, but it was like a small cell phone. It's because the cell phones seemed at one point to be getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And then smartphones came out and they decided to make them bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
You cut out on this, AJ. Back by 5 seconds. Go
That's
back
okay.
Like 10 seconds.
I cut out on you.
Yeah, you sounded great on your recording and everything, so
exactly.
you're fine. And you know what? I nod in agreement and understanding to whatever it is you just said.
Joke, AJ.
You guys just wait until you hear what I said and then tell me if you agree.
All right, there you go. That's the test to make sure we're listening to our own podcast.
Our responses match up with that.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful.
All right, I think I'm done.
right.
I must admit.
Well, let's wrap things up, shall we? Let's get on. Let's get on to our Friday nights and do other things. And yeah, indeed.
I'm going to do a whole lot of nothing, I must admit, for the rest of tonight.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Yep.
Seems to be the day, the thing to do today for sure.
Yeah.
And you out there, what are you doing? What's your life like?
What
Do you like what we have to
doing?
talk about? Do you not like what we have to talk about? We don't. Do you know what? Just talk to us. Please talk to us. Please say something in the comments. Start pleading with the audience. No, we just want to hear from you. If you got some things that you want to share with us, please do. Please keep our conversation going. Talk about our days and sarcastic distractions and all the other fun stuff that we do. If you like what we're doing, we got a little buy me a coffee link. You can click on that and donate a buck or two to our cause if you want to support it. And anybody out there that might be feeling unwell upstairs in the mental area, we just want you to know that you matter, not just to us, but to those that are around you. And it's very important to talk about this stuff. So if you can't talk to anyone in your surroundings, we're going to have some links in our description for you to check out on your own if you so need to do so. But until next time, I've been Harvey.
Dave Shergold.
And I'm AJ. Y'all come back now, you hear?
I should have seen that coming a mile away. That's obvious.
Very nice. Very nice.
Amazing. And just like that, folks, you got yourself sarcastically distracted. Thanks for joining us tonight and have yourselves a wonderful day. Peace.
Take care, all. I know.